We got 165 people watching on YouTube. We're holding it 35 strong over there on Rumble. I believe we got one more story, Rhodes, about Indiana Jones, right?
We do. I've got it.
Yeah.
If
Go
you
ahead.
want to
Let's
take a
roll
look
with
at
it,
it, we
man.
can. So guys, now I have not seen the new Indiana Jones. I have not. I decided that Lucasfilm and the Mouse were not getting my money on this. What was destined to be a shit show, and guys, this thing is tanking at an all-time
Man,
epic level now.
this is going to be one of the biggest bombs in box office history.
I saw where it's now trending. It opened less than Superman Returns. And I don't know if anybody remembers the box office nightmare, and I actually kind of like Superman Returns.
I like
it
Superman
bombed.
Returns because I like Brandon Routh as Superman.
It bombed royally when it
awful.
came out.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Indiana Jones it's under that right now, and that was considered an all-time failure. Actually, Superman Returns in a lot of ways birthed the Snyderverse. It truly, that's how big of a deal that was. So,
and by the way, before you go on, remember Crisis on Infinite Earths on the CW?
Yeah.
The only good thing about that, because it was awful, was Brandon Routh as Kingdom Come Superman. That was probably the only good thing about it.
He was really good.
Yeah.
He was really good, yeah. That was about the only thing good about that. So, guys, we're talking about Indiana Jones, and what we know about Indiana Jones is his character is set forth in the past. 1969 and 1944 are two of the key years in this actual film. But yet, that doesn't stop an actress from demanding problematic and offensive script changes. We're talking about a movie that's set back in the day before a lot of progress had been made, but we wouldn't want to get factually accurate now, would we? Because that would offend some people. Hookstead, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny actress Shawnette Renee Wilson. Is there a picture of her anywhere?
I think
right
is.
there.
I've seen a
right
picture.
there. Just so you guys have a frame of reference of what we're talking about or who we're talking about. That actress, the fifth and final Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford, premiered across the country. Critics didn't love it. It says the fans enjoyed the film. Dude, does Outkick have a agenda with this film? Because they're trying to act like this film's not bad.
You know what? They're buying into that Rotten Tomatoes score. And ever since Captain Marvel with Rotten Tomatoes has been unreliable because there's an agenda. I mean, even if you actually look at like The Rise of Palpatine, same score, I believe, in the high 80s.
Something is very fishy about audience scores the last 12 months, 18 months, something like that.
It's longer than that, years.
It's very strange, very strange. However, the original script was not what ended up being shot with Wilson's character Mason because she found it, quote, offensive and a bit problematic. There's that social justice warrior buzzword, problematic. I was so jazzed. I was quite impressed by a lot of things, but I had thoughts, and I wanted to make input about my character in particular. And the brilliance and wonder of James Mangold is his ability to collaborate, and he heard me out. He was very honest about it and took what I said, and it was implemented in rewrites. Okay, let me say something right there. But yet, if he pushed back against what you thought, would you be actually praising James Mangold right now, or would you have tried to have had him canceled? Because let's be honest, if he hadn't made your changes, that would have been one of the massive blow-ups around this film. Social media would have raked this movie across the coals, yada yada yada. We just know that. That has been, look, these actresses and directors and whatever, I mean, they're running a form of blackmail and extortion on people at this point.
Yeah.
Because you either get on board with wokeness or get your ass flushed down the toilet. We know how that works. That has been a wonderful part of this process, to actually be able to feel like you are integral and you have a point of view when it comes to what's being written. While she didn't get into specifics about what she didn't like in the script, Wilson said it was the way she exited Dial of Destiny that was an issue. Quote, well, I don't want to spoil too much, but my character had a particular way of exiting the film, and initially I found that to be a little too offensive and a bit problematic. I was like, we probably don't need to say these words or have it done this way. And this is something I'm uncomfortable with. Lady, I've never even seen you, and you've been cast in an Indiana Jones movie. Shut up and act.
Rhodes,
let me be real.
I don't even know her name. You already mentioned her name. I don't even know her name now.
Shawnette something. Shawnette Renee Wilson is pissed that she got cast in an Indiana Jones film and is offended by what is going on. We don't know you. You made it into what was supposed to be a tentpole film in the summer. We don't know who you are. People now know you lovingly in the chat as the Dollar Store Grace Jones. The Taco Bell Grace Jones. That's how people know you. And
I mean, if anybody saw the movie, let us know in the comments section what happened to her. Did she die or something? I mean, she's complaining about that. I heard that the way they treated Antonio Banderas was awful. He's like in one scene in the movie, and it's bad.
Is that all he's in the movie?
Yeah, pretty much. I heard it's awful too, man. He dies.
Because I took a step back and was like, Harrison Ford, Antonio Banderas is in this movie. I mean, I tried to talk myself into giving it a watch.
They disrespected Zorro, from what I hear, man.
God, I can't do it, man. I like Antonio Banderas. I do. I'm
he's
that
a great
guy.
actor.
I'm that guy. The movie that he had where he was against Sylvester Stallone, great film. That's a great movie. I love it. What is it? Assassins? I love that film.
I love Desperado.
Isn't it Assassins that he's in versus Stallone?
It is. But Desperado, though, ooh, Salma Hayek, oh yeah.
I seem to remember James Woods was really good in one of the. Stallone had two movies that came out around the same time.
Yeah, the Specialist, man. The Specialist, James Woods and Stallone.
Yeah, well, both of them were good. I saw them both in the theater.
Yeah,
they were both good. I keep forgetting about those movies when it comes to Stallone.
Yeah, that was in the 90s.
They're good. They're good flicks. Yeah.
They're really good.
I mean, that's crazy, dude. You got cast in the Indiana Jones movie that's a period piece set in the past, 40 years in the past, 70 years in the past, and you found some of it to be problematic. That's probably possible that something in that day and time could possibly be problematic. But for the sake of accuracy, you don't want the movie to be accurate? You don't want it to feel like something somebody would actually say back then? You're offended by that. It's amazing.
Let's see here. Jeff Smith says, she was the only person, a CIA agent, who knew Indiana Jones innocent of murder, but they forgot it, so he probably arrested after credits.
He was probably arrested after the credits.
I heard something about, I think she was part of the CIA. I believe that's what it was. Man.
I'm perpetually offended.
Yep.
Always offended. Continuously offended. Again, break away from the tribe that's trying to take the sun away and take the oil away.
Yeah.
We want to...